Alright, so the start of my room tour starts with my front door. I have some random JoJo posters I got years ago. Then going in, you can see all of my stuff. First, I'm going to start with the back of my door, which has all my bags. So I have this hanger right now, which has all my wigs that I'm going to be, or not all of them, like the start of my wigs for the next convention I'm going to, so I'm going to move that. And then I have this Fellowship of the Ring poster. I love Lord of the Rings, and Fellowship is probably my favorite just because I feel like it's more, I don't know, it's funnier to me. I do like the Two Towers a lot too because I love Faramir and Eowyn a lot, and I love how Gimli's and Legolas's friendship starts to bloom there. And then, sorry, anyway, so I have my bags here. I have this cute little, funny little charm for Solgi on my bag, plus this Hetmongi. And then I got this bag at Hot Topic. And then I have my very first Ida bag. I got this for Christmas. And then I have my point shoes and some old con badges. I have a whole bunch of these. And then on the other side, I just have my tote bags. I have this Winchester House one that I got for Christmas. It's like a moon tarot card. And then another one that just says, "Thank you for being a dance teacher," or something like that. I don't know. Oh yeah, and then I have this like Cloud Strife flip phone key charm. Super cute. Moving on over here, I have my first pegboard. But starting up here, I have this Josuke and Okuyasu figure, and then this JoJo art book on the very top. Sorry if that looks bad. And then my first pegboard. Starting over here, I have like my little Zhongli X Karapi Sanrio. Twice did like a Sanrio collab. And then I've had actually this Karapi photo card holder and this Jongyan PC in it, like before they had this collab. So that was like really perfect for me. And then I have this cool little ticket. I love this artist. If I can find them, I will list them. I always buy their stuff at cons whenever I see them. Then I have this Chill Kill CD because I feel like it matches my vibe to my room. And then I have this Joy photo card and this alien photo card holder and this like random alien skeleton I got from Spirit Halloween this year. And then I have this Hetmongi. I used to have it on my bag, which is why he's low-key a little bit dirty, so I need to clean him up. His chain kept breaking, so that's a little sad. And then I have this little Joy Polaroid, another one of these little ticket things, and then I have this signed Yosong album with this Ning Ning pre-order benefit, and then that Joy postcard, and then her Cosme Judy. Very cute. And ignore this, my carpet's like super old. I have this like broken RTD2 thing. I need to just put them back together. That like just happened before I started recording. And then I have my boots over here, and then this signed Bucciarati poster from the voice actor Ray Chase. That was like a birthday present I got when I turned 20. I'm 21 now, so it's just like a couple years ago. Then over here is my school bag, and I have this little Garfield, super cute. Moving on, I have my first like real shelf. Starting up here, I have this Kiss figurine and then this Jolene figure. They're both prize figures, so nothing too crazy. One thing I want to start doing is buy less prize figures and kind of focus more on my Lego collection. Just because I feel like it's more enriching for me. And everything besides JoJo's, I feel like getting rid of my prize figures. Like these ones, and then like those Josuke. Like I have a lot, but I want to keep all of those. Anyway. Going to the other side, I do have this Lego Orchid set. And then this set where you could build like 3 different things with like the same set or whatever. And then I have my Skypea Robin and my Strong World Robin. They're some of my favorite figurines. They're Portrait of Pirates. This Robin is like my favorite figure that I have. I love her so bad. And then I started kind of mixing up my albums. This is my first time like doing it by color or vibe. So over here I did green and pink together because green and pink are my favorite colors. And then I have this box that I've had since like the beginning of time. I can't remember when I haven't had this heart-shaped box. And then the same with this little teacup that I have. And then I've got this photo card holder. I got it at the same time as my the Solgi one on my bag. I don't know why, but I feel like this one suits your song. It says, "Look at my lawyer dog, I'm going to jail." Anyway, sorry. Super cute. And it fits the vibe right there. Obviously, Boyo song. And this pin that I found, I used to wear this in middle school. Very 2016. And then I have some of my rock collection as well as my Part 5 Polnareff and Silver Chariot. These are also some of my favorite figures that I own. And then I have more of my green and pink albums. I think that overall, my green and pink albums tend to just be Twice, Red Velvet, and Tomorrow by Together. So, and then I have that cute little photo of Joy. I got this from Goodwill. It came with like a kind of like ugly little bow in it, so I cut that off. So I might get a different one though. And then coming over here, I have some little seashells, and then this little dahan that I got in my Lovely version, I think. And then I have this little mug. I'm gonna put Lego flowers in there eventually. That's the plan. And then I have this little bastet that I got recently. I love Egyptian mythology, and I thought this bastet figure looked so pretty. I got it at like a rock store. And then I have this Bucciarati as well. Sorry if you can't see him very well. And then down here, I kind of want to rearrange this. I have more figurines. I have my X-Men figures. And then this Alfred F. Jones figure. And then another Polnareff because he's my favorite. Another Alfred. And then my Shining Diamond figurine. And then I have this vintage camera. And then this was from the Michael's X Alice in Wonderland stuff. This broke in the mail. Both of the things I got, I ordered online, broke. So I need to glue that one back together. I've had it for a hot minute though. And then I have my shoes. I have my most worn shoes. Oh my gosh, shoes on top. As you can see, I have like two of the same pairs. I got this pair for Christmas because I've had that pair since I was 15, which was like 2019. I was Marty McFly for Halloween, and I wear them all the time, so my mom got me a new pair for Christmas, so yeah. So I actually had to come back to film this because I totally forgot. So I have this Teletubby photo card holder, or Uno's in it. I also got that from an anime convention. And then I have this America, yeah. Guys, I'm a new gen Hitalia fan, so I promise I never did any of that toxic stuff. Anyhow, I have this Sanmongi, I don't know what it's called, but it's super cute. It has little hearts on its butt, and she's purple, so I love her. Okay, so over here I have my bed area. Starting up here, I have my Miku figures. Please ignore how dusty it is. You know, out of sight, out of mind. I don't usually look up here. This My Little Pony X Miku is another one of my favorite figures that I own. She is so cute. And then I have this little thing I got from the Tomorrow by Together concert this last time I saw them. This is Hyeninkai's version. Then moving down, I have my other shelf. I have these Lego succulents. And then behind this is actually a photo of me and my friends taking a photo with Matthew Lillard. So I just, right now, don't feel like showing my face right now. And it's like a little green frame. It looks pretty cute, but... Then I have this Kotobukiya by Shoujo Beetlejuice, and then this Oingo Boingo figure. I love Oingo Boingo the band, and then Oingo Boingo are like my favorite JoJo side characters as well. And then underneath this, I have this little Sana poster I got in my Jonghyun album. I just feel like she fits the vibe of my room. Oh, it's not focusing. Okay. And then over here I have my Master Sword, and then this Dark Crystal poster. Dark Crystal is one of my favorite movies, especially growing up. And then I have a Queen poster, a Red Velvet poster, and a Rocky Horror Picture Show poster. And then on my bed, I have these two little stuffed animals. This one's name is Walnut. I got them from a con. It's handmade. I'll put the person's Instagram on the screen. And then my friend made me eat this for my birthday, one of my birthdays. I don't know. And then I also have some blankets on my bed. I have this heating pad, which saves me so much when I'm on my period. And then my great aunt made this quilt. And then I have an Pennywise blanket. And then moving on to this section. First of all, this little rug here, my brother got me. He's stationed in Bahrain right now, so yeah. This is a handmade bamboo silk rug that he got me for Christmas. Starting over here, I have this beautiful, beautiful lamp. It was my great grandma's. She was obsessed with Tiffany, or like Tiffany knockoffs, because it's not real Tiffany. And then this is one of her amethyst necklaces that I just thought was pretty, so I put it on there. And then I have a little Pennywise mug, and then this is actually, it's strange to say, my favorite quarter. It has fruit bats on it, so I like to keep it there. And then I have this coaster of Josuke and Shining Diamond. Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond. I don't know why I was calling it Shining Diamond. I called it over there too. Anyway, doesn't matter. I have this Castiel Funko Pop. I only have 3 Funkos because I prefer to collect real figurines or other figurines besides them, but I love Castiel, so I've had this Castiel since middle school. And then I have these Tokyo Ghoul manga. I got them from Barnes & Noble, actually. Not Barnes & Noble, Goodwill. Anyway, in my drawers I have like random wig supplies plus more of these like leaves, and then contacts, and then I get eczema sometimes, so I have this eczema hand cream plus my retainer. Anyway, okay, I had to turn my lamp off because the glare was too much. So I have these 2 speakers for my record player, and then I have this little Jonghyun standee I never pull Jonghyun for like larger album inclusion stuff, so that was pretty cool. And then I have my like Joy and Twice, mostly Jonghyun, digipack / poster versions. I have this cute little possum. I have this cute little possum and this raccoon plushie. And then I have these bird figurines plus this Iggy. And then I have my records. And then onto this shelf, I have this Edgar Allan Poe Raven vase that I have some dried flowers in. There's this certain Lego bouquet set that I really want for this, and then I'll hang these dried flowers up. And then I have my record player that my parents gave me. And then I have my Pennywise shrine right here. So I got this, I've been collecting all this stuff for years. I've been collecting all this stuff for years, since I was like a freshman in high school. I don't know why I like Pennywise. It's just something that happened, I suppose. So I got this plant, I think last year, actually. Yeah, this plant holder last year. And then my friend got me this rubber ducky. Super cute. And then I got this Kotobukiya by Shoujo Pennywise figure. So beautiful. And then this was I got this one a couple years ago. Like every year at Spirit Halloween, I buy something Pennywise related. This year I did buy this Kotobukiya by Shoujo, so I didn't count that one. And then I have that Pennywise blanket that I showed you, and then that Pennywise mug that was on my nightstand that I also bought one of those years. And then I also have like socks and then another mug. And then I got this Funko Pop when I was like in middle school, I believe. Moving onwards, I have some of my books. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Then I do have this other Funko, which is Miss Piggy Christmas Story. A Christmas Carol, Miss Piggy. My favorite Christmas movie is Muppets Christmas Carol, and I just love the Muppets so much. I don't know. I love the Muppets. And then I have more books down here. Okay, so next we have this section of my room. Starting over here, I have this Garfield Miku. I love Garfield Miku. And then I have this little Snoopy plushie I got at the Peanuts Museum in Northern California. I visited my brother when he was stationed there, so I live more SoCal. BTW. Anyway, I have my first shelf. So I have this version 2 Candy Bong Z, and I'm going to be seeing twice next month. So this is New Year's Eve, by the way. And yeah, I bought the new one. It's on the way right now. But then I have some albums behind it. I have ATs, twice. The shelf is mostly twice and ATs. Besides, that's Red Velvet and then another Red Velvet album. Moving downwards, I've got my reddish, blackish, whitish albums. So yeah, mostly twice, ATs, and Red Velvet because those are my 3 olds. And then I do have this signed Hongjung album that I pulled. And then I have this Magician's Red figure. It's supposed to light up, but I accidentally kept it on for too long, so the light is so dim right now. Oh, there she is. Look at her. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it off for the time being. And then, if you can't see, I have the Golden Hour Part 3 orange version back there. But I have this cute Alice in Wonderland mug. I love Alice in Wonderland so much. And then I have my 18 light stick. And then I have another Hitmonkey over here. I believe that's what it's called. I'm so sorry, guys. Moving on is this shelf. I love this shelf so much. I think this is my favorite one. Sorry if I got really loud. I'm like super close to my phone. So I have Miss Yeri right there in my ATs, spin-off, witness, whatever. And then I have this jar full of rocks. And then I have my Kotobukiya by Shoujo Samura from the Ring figurine. She is so pretty and she looks so good with this shelf. And then again, this shelf is mostly just twice AT's Red Velvet. I did lie, up there's some Inmix, so anyway, and then I have this little Isabel charm, and then this Mob Shigeo. I love Mob so much, he's like my son. I love him so bad. Okay, and then I have this shelf which has more diversity with the groups. I have aespa, NCT, Tomorrow by Together, Inmix, Red Velvet, some Twice. No ATs on this shelf, I don't think. Shocking, actually. Wait, that's kind of strange. Oh, they're on the top shelf. Okay. And then I have this Cars figurine too. He was only like $13 when I bought him, but he looks super cool. And then down here I have basically just my photo card holder binders. So I have Jonghyun here, Jonghyun, Joy, Yosung, and then my girl groups, and then some season's greetings. This is like a Monet art book, and then my Golden Hour Work to the Live version. It's so huge. I do want to film a collection flip through. I did a storing photo cards video recently, but the footage looks so bad that I just deleted all the footage. So look forward to, oh my god, look forward to that if you're interested. Okay, and then over here I have my first, that I'm showing you, signed Jonghyun postcard. Then I have this Nmix Forward lyric poster, and then a Figurine poster as well. And then I have this orchid. The flowers are dying because it's winter, but the orchid itself is doing well. And then I have this rosemary plant. And then the books over here I have are mostly like Gothic literature, because not really Gothic because I have Anne Rice, but otherwise it's mostly Oscar Wilde, Frankenstein, Dracula, and Edgar Allan Poe. And then I have this little dragon there too. And then down here I mostly have my science fiction and mythology and fantasy, yeah, that sort of stuff. Very cool. Another dragon, then some candles. Then down here I have horror, mostly Stephen King. This is mostly my Stephen King collection. And then down here I have Alice in Wonderland plus Harry Potter. I'm not that into Harry Potter anymore because, you know, I am a grown adult. But yeah, I loved Harry Potter growing up, which is the main reason why I have this. I don't support J.K. Rowling because I love transgender people and people of color, so yeah. Anyway, there's this random Jonghyun photo card over here as well. Then down here I have some like random CDs and books, and then all these binders have photo cards in them too. Okay, and then I have this section of my room. You can see me in the mirror. I'll probably blur that. So I have this shadow print plus this Joy with Love from Joy with Love poster, another Jonghyun signed photo card, and then this pothos plant. This was my very first house plant that I got in 2020, so it's been like 5 years, and she's doing good. She's doing good. And then I have this like jellyfish thing I need to put more water in. I got for my birthday a couple years ago. And then some candles, more candles. Okay, and then I have my shelves over here, which I desperately need to get, oh my gosh, I hear lights for. So these are my comic books. I've been collecting comic books since elementary school because I used to have like a comic book store in my small town. You can't, like, it looks so bad. I'm so sorry, y'all. There's a Wolverine figurine over there. Anyway, and then I have this Zero Base One album. Then my friend got me this little guy. His name is Hangyo Padan, I think that's how you pronounce it. And then I have this amethyst right here. And then I have my blue albums. Guys, it looks so much better in person. I swear to God, this lighting just sucks. Okay, I'm not gonna move that. There's more albums behind that. And then more albums over there. And then just like the stuff down there is like the cords for my fish tanks. Okay, I turned off my plant light for when I'm filming up here, but I have some JoJo figurines, my Ichiban Kujis, so yeah. That's what those look like. And then over here I have my plants and my fish tanks. In the first fish tank, I have my African dwarf frogs. I don't know if you can see them well, but they recently made tadpoles, super cute. And then I have some catfish in this tank. I recently bought a few more decorations for their tank, so don't worry. And then I have to fix their filter because for some reason the waterfall isn't working right now. Okay, then over here I have some plants. Don't know what that one's called. That's a Christmas cactus and she's blooming right now. I need to clean off the hard water stains from them. Excuse that. Anyway, so and then I have this, I don't know what these are called. This one's an African dwarf violet. I know that for sure. This one I think is a Swiss cheese plant, and then an air plant, and then I got this for Christmas. It's like grow your own lavender or something. And then I have this propagated spider plant that's not doing very well right now. And then I have this bonsai, this African dwarf plant, African violet. Oh, sorry, I have African dwarf frogs. African violet. Those are African violets. I'm so sorry. And then I have another little dragon. And then I got this from Trader Joe's a couple years ago. And then I've had this shell for a long time. Super cool. And then I got this 2 years ago from Trader Joe's during Halloween, or Dia de los Muertos. Sorry guys, I'm white. Anyways, so I have this pothos. I just think they're beautiful. Sorry, I can't pronounce it well. I have another pothos who's doing very well. And then I have this palm plant. I got this plant for like $3 because it was super tiny and now it won't stop growing. And if you can see, there's another leaf that's about to bloom and it's gonna be way too big for this area, so I need to find another spot that it likes that'll make it thrive still. Anyway, I also got this for Christmas. It was a little stocking stuffer. It's like a little fairy terrarium or something. And then my dad got me this little wind chime. It's really pretty. I have another Christmas cactus over there. I've got this Keanu Reeves thing, and then a spray bottle. So now I have my closet area that's kind of messy right now. I have my great-grandfather's grandfather's clock, and then some like storage areas that I put mostly my sewing supplies. And then this area is mostly my bedding that I keep over there, plus then some stuffed animals. And then I have storage containers over here. Oh, let me not show my bras. Sorry. And then I have like my hanging clothes stuff. And then behind this curtain is like figurine boxes mostly. And then my Cloud Strife wig, and then some Funkos that I've had since I was really little. So yeah. Oh. Over here I have this little charm thing. Very pretty. This little charm thing. And then this is my tassel from when I graduated high school back in 2022, almost 4 years ago. Crazy. And then I have this Twice More and More poster. Very cute. Goes with my room really well. And then I have this mirror and this candle lamp that were both my great-grandma's. And then I have my laptop. Plus this salt lamp. Yeah, anyway. I need to get a new wiring for it because it's broken. And then I have more storage containers, mostly for my sewing machine. And then up here I have more Jonghyun signed postcards, plus more JoJo figurines, and there's another signed Jonghyun postcard. And then on this shelf I have my TV, this little tarot card guy that I got, and then I have some jewelry boxes, and then up over here I have confetti that I got from Tomorrow by Together concerts. This was from their second world tour, and this was from their fourth world tour. I saw them on their first, second, and fourth, not their third, unfortunately. Then I have some rocks plus a music box. This is an amethyst. This was my great-grandfather's letter opener. It's really cool looking. And then I have this little flamingo guy that was my great-grandma's. And then I put these little DS games in them. And then I have this little Joy standee I got from my Cosme album. And then this little teacup that used to have a plant in it but died, so I put this, ignore that please. Anyway, I put my little hair clips in that. And then I have this really pretty statue thing that was also my great-grandma's that I put most of my jewelry in. I'm gonna try to turn on my light again. Anyway, I've got this little alien guy too that I got from, hold on. this little alien guy I got from Barstow on my way to Vegas. If you know the alien store, you know. And then I've got this potted plant. It reminds me of Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. Got it from Michael's a couple years ago. And this is, I got a little hockey puck, and then this is a whale shark that I've had since I was very little. This was one of my very first pottery things I've made. Looks pretty bad, but whatever. Okay, then down here, usually the top is where I put my season's greetings, but it's the day before the new year, so I took them all down. And then I have some paintbrushes, some tools or whatever. And then I have this little guy that I got from a con a couple years ago. He was a bit expensive, but I couldn't resist him. He was just so cute to me. And then I have my Nintendo Switch, plus this little Luca figure, because she's so cute. She's so cute. And if you couldn't tell already, I'm a cosplayer, so I have this sewing machine right here that I use to fix my stuff or make my cosplays. And then I had to turn off my lamp again, but I have this little Snoopy photo card holder with this Jonghyun PC that I have, and this pretty lamp I got from my desk. And then I have my Sony headphones. I just put them here because I don't know where to put them. And this book that I'm currently reading, plus some glasses, and then this Jolene coaster with her stone free, and then a lavender candle. And then I just casually, you know, have my Buster sword over here too, because I have no idea where to put it. And then moving on to this area of my room, aka the final area of my bedroom. So I have my second pegboard, which I have this little green point shoe that I got when I got promoted to point, and then some From Joy with Love. By the way, I don't do point anymore because I suck at it. Sorry, but it's true, I'm so bad at point. And then I have this Hot Pants little acrylic charm. I love Hot Pants. I have her figurine on pre-order right now, and I'm so freaking excited for it. And then another one of these. I have a couple more too that I don't have put up right now just because I don't know where to put them. And then the Hot Pants acrylic charm and this are from the same person. I don't remember their names. Here's the by the way. I got it from Anime Expo this year. And this is one of my favorite Taehan photo cards anyway. So, and then I have this little charm I got from when I saw aespa on tour. And then I have this little thing I got from Solreen's Tilt album. A Joy from oh my god. A From Joy with Love jewel case version. And then I have this little Alice in Wonderland sticky note set. I'll probably insert a clip. Maybe I won't. I don't know. This cute digital camera. This Haewon photo card. And then a Rohan Nendroid. And then I have this little light switch thing that I've had since this room has been here, I think. Okay, I have more dried flowers. This is like milk glass, and it goes with the candlestick holder that I showed you earlier. And then I have this white rabbit that from also Michael's Alice in Wonderland collab. This also came broken when I ordered it, but I was able to hot glue it together easily. The other one is just so difficult that it's been months and I just haven't done anything. And then over here I have this little teapot. It has strawberries. My Buster sword just fell. Anyway, it has strawberries and this little desert frog. And then I have my part 4 manga plus this lavender candle. I have these two little freebies I got. I want to put them up somewhere from when I saw ATEEZ and Tomorrow by Together this last year. Moving downwards, I have this cute little crystal ball that was my mom's, and she gave it to me. I start explaining stuff and I realize the camera is not on what I am talking about. Anyway, this box back here is from my JoJo shoes that I'll show you in one second. And this Pinkie Pie figurine is a Kotobukiya by Shoujo. I turned on my lamp. Anyway, Kotobukiya by Shoujo, My Little Pony figure. Same with my Miku that I have. Then on this side, I have more JoJo manga. I don't have a complete collection because I honestly don't really read the manga too much. Like, I read it once and that's it. And then over here, I have my PS4. Yeah, unfortunately the disc part doesn't work, so I can't really buy physical games. Then on this side, I have more JoJo manga, and then this little energy drink, plus this Lego Polnareff. And then over here, I have my Leone Abacchio shoes, which are super cool. I got them as a birthday present. Bucciarati is my favorite out of the Part 5 characters, but I felt like Abacchio's shoes I would wear those more often, even though I haven't worn them yet. Anyway, I have more manga over here, like Death Note, Junji Ito, Mob Psycho, and then Banana Fish. Some of it's like Attack on Titan and Hunter x Hunter as well. I also have not shown you my chair yet. So I got this chair. It was like $150 when I bought it, but I saved so long for my chair. And I hardly sit in it. And then I got this from Spirit Halloween a couple years ago. It's a sandworm from Beetlejuice. And then my friend gave me this set for Christmas, and I'm gonna build that today. That's how I'm gonna spend my New Year's Eve. Okay, y'all, I don't know how to end this, so that's my room tour video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, so yeah, I'm hoping to post more in 2026, so we'll see if I actually do that. Bye!